Brian, what's up, man? Hey, my opinion. What's up? All right, got a few spots left. There's, 11? I'll get rid of Panarin. I did. Let's see. I did. Okay. We'll take the first few minutes here, try to get stuff filled up. Hockey guys that are still left, I moved them up here as well. I'll get rid of them once we get them claimed, but there's still 6 spots left, so that one has a little bit of work to do. 3 left in the signed and slabbed NBA card. Brand new series for us, new case. I believe we have 10 in the case, but we'll open it and then number them and figure that out. 2 left in the Gold Rush full size, and then Radke and Big Al's are full. So 3 breaks open, 3, 2, and 6 spots. 2, 3, 6, 6, 3, 2. So we'll hang out here for a few minutes and get a few of these claimed up. I'll also read off who's left in a few of these. I know it's hard to see if you're on your phone. And no dollar break. We kind of doing the alternating right now, so a couple extra minutes here at the start to get these filled instead of going to that. We'll do a dollar break next Sunday. Yeah, he did just get signed. Was it the Raiders? I saw something pop up. I saw Sam Howell left the Vikings and went to, who was it, Philly? And the Vikings got Carson Wentz, is that right? I saw Kenny Pickett just got signed. Packers signed a lineman from the Eagles, too. Do we normally have Raiders got Pickett and Cooper too? I saw that. Amari Cooper. Do we normally have 10 days between the last preseason game and the start of the season? I felt like we played Saturday and then the season started like that Thursday, like 4 days later, not 10 or 11. Am I going crazy? Has it always been like a week and a half? Rub it in. Browns let Pickett go. What are they going to do with only 6 QBs? Oh, man. That's really funny. Okay, a few of you rolled in here. Let's talk about what's still open. We'll start with back when there was 4 preseason games. So last year was it a week and a half? Because last year there was only 3. Are they still starting the season? Well, no, they had to lengthen it because there's more games in the regular season. I never thought there was a week and a half in between. Oh, tight end Meyer, 2 years ago? Okay. Why can't I think of Meyer's first name? He was supposed to be decent, but obviously he got Brock Bowers, so that doesn't help. Okay, we've got 3 spots left. Last year was the same. I just don't remember that. 3 spots. Oh, Jacoby Myers. Who's the tight end that was for the Raiders that was drafted. Jacoby Myers. I know who you're talking about. There's another tight end that was drafted from Notre Dame, I think. Mayer, not Meyer. Mayer, wasn't it? I don't know if he's even still with the Raiders. I want to say his name was Mayer, M-A-Y-O-R. Michael Meyer. Michael Myers. Okay, in NBA, this is a new product. There's no checklist on this, so again with cards, there's kind of the sky's the limit. They put a few of the headliners out, but you could find a lot of different players and stuff like this. Rob, you'll take Miami in the Gold Rush full size with a random up. You got it. I'll try to help sell that random too. And then Cleveland Gold Rush in the full size, right, Larry? So that closes the full size. Let's talk about hockey and basketball. 13 or 16. Perfect. Thanks, Larry. Good luck to you. Okay, so we'll run around for that in a second. In basketball, this is a new series. It's signed and slabbed, so it's encased, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if that means they're all graded. I don't think it does, but some fun items in there. They're all signed. Only $13 on this one. Pick one random one. Teams that are left, we need 3 to get claimed to close this one up. Atlanta, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, Indiana, Los Angeles Clippers, see every time. Miami, New Orleans, Philadelphia, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, Toronto, Utah, and Washington. So 3 spots left to close that. And then in hockey, I know we're getting down to the end of the series here. There's still, I don't know how many, 47 names left. A ton of them are headliner names. Even after 15 claims or 16 claims, is that 16? There are still several headliner type names left. We need 6 of these claimed to get us closed up. I'll read off who there is. Rob, Philly. I thought you might go for Philly. They're there. So 2 left in the card. In hockey, this is 27 per. It's a 2-boxer, 2 of our remaining 4. We are going to have 6 more come in from the same series. I'll talk about that when we get to it. 2 left there, 6 left here. In hockey, we've got Adrian Kempe, Alexander Barkov, Anthony Stolars, Ans Kopitar, Boone Jenner, Braden Shen, Brock Faber, Calvin Pickard, Connor Garland, Drake Batherson, Philip Forsberg, Ilya Sorokin, Ivan Barbashev, Jaden Schwartz, Jesper Bratt, Jordan Kyrou, Josh Morrissey, Lawson Krause, mixed up the 2 names there, Mark Scheifele, Mike Matheson, Nick Foligno, Peter Kochetkov, Roman Josi, Rupe Hintz, Ross Colton, Seth Jarvis, Stuart Skinner, Tim Stutzel, Tyler Myers, Will Cooley, and William Eklund. So we're a little behind on that one. We have 6 claims left to close that one. 2 left in the card. Utah card. 1 left. I'm like Ron Burgundy, man. But Rob knows that. I'll read anything he types. Nate was the best at that. He could get me to read stuff I wasn't supposed to read. Jonathan, Utah, in the card. That's what I'm trying to say. 1 left in the card, 6 left in hockey. As soon as we get card closed here, I'll run both these randoms. We'll see if we get a few of these claimed in the meantime. Let's sort these for now. So 1 left here, 6 left here. That's all we have that's open. There's also a random available in Gold Rush. Rob is selling his random for $12. He'll take 12. You'll take 12. I'll take the $1. So if anybody wants to jump in for half price, you get one of these teams left. There are still quite a few decent teams left in the randoms too. So again, we'll give it a couple minutes here. We'll see if we can get these closed up, and then we'll get rolling. No dollar break tonight. Next Sunday there will be. This week we did Ovechkin and the roulette wheel. Both filled yesterday and ran. Those were both fun. Well, easy for me to say. More fun for those that won, I guess. But fun items to try to get into. Barkov, question now. When you remember Fruit of the Loom, do you remember a loom or no? First of all, what is a loom? Is that like holder thing, like a cornucopia looking thing? I think so. if that's what you're talking about. I remember all the guys in fruit suits. Is this a trick question? Loom. Oh, that's a different version of a loom, huh? It's like for knitting. I've never really thought about the word loom. I remember seeing plums. I remember seeing grapes. A guy in a grape suit. Saw a funny thing about it yesterday. Aren't those funny how we can we misremember things from our childhood too? Like ways things are spelled or what was on the logo and stuff. I've watched a bunch of videos about that. Some people remember it like you and I, and some do not. Yeah, that's how it is for a lot of stuff. Okay, let's see if we can get the last spot claimed here for basketball. New product, $13. Pick one random one. You'll get a team that you pick, and then you'll get a random. I'm going to run the randoms here for football. Last call on Rob's random. Rob, we can see who it is, and then you can try to sell as well if no one is going to claim it beforehand right now. We'll take a random and gold rush. Carlos, just in time. So you're going to have Rob's random here. You guys both pay $12, and I'll do the dollar myself. So just so it's easy to sell on that one. So Rob, Carlos has got your random. Let's get these randoms going. One left in the slab NBA card from Gold Rush, and 5 left in the hockey jersey. We had Barkov off the board. There's still a bunch of fun names. We'll come back and read them again. But 1 left in NBA, 5 left in NHL. But let's run these random for Gold Rush full size. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Green Bay on top, Baltimore on bottom. Paste. Values only, please. Okay, I'll read off who those are when we get there. Just so you know, Rob, you sold New Orleans to Carlos. Carlos, your random team is New Orleans. The rest of you that have randoms, I'll read them off when we get to that break. Dylan will take Stolar's. Got you, Dylan. So down to, is that 4? Is that 18? It is. We're getting there. Barkov gone. Stolar's gone. Right next to each other. So let's just get rid of both those. Okay. Arizona is for sale or trade in the Gold Rush full size from Nick. So same idea. 12 if anybody wants Arizona. 1 left in the card, 4 left in hockey. I'm going to read off both lists here, and then we'll start with the Funko and just do whatever one fills first. We're leaving football for last since the polls for that, but we'll at least get rolling and fill as we go. In the NBA Gold Rush slab, there is 1 spot left. Teams that are left is Atlanta, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Houston, Indiana, Clippers, Miami, New Orleans, Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, Toronto, and Washington. Can we please see Achievers tonight? I want to see Achievers. He was new to this series, I think. I don't think we had him last series. He's just a fun guy. I've seen some of the ones that have... going to Achievers signing next Monday. There's some new ones coming out from AJ's that have like pictures and the numbers, and it's got his hockey mask thing, his, whatever, the mask that he wore, the Halloween mask, in the lettering or in the numbering with it signed. It looks really cool. Achievers, Fuhr and Ranford. Man, that's fun. You're too close to all these fun things. Then you're going to Will Campbell. That's cool stuff. Okay, one spot left in NBA. We'll get going in a second. 4 left in NHL. So we'll probably do Funko first, then NBA, then East Coast, and then come over to full size. There are still some solos left in the Funko. That is Emilio Estevez, Henry Thomas, and Alex Vincent. Those are $4. I failed to mention that until now. There will also be 3 solos for $12 once we get the next 4 claims. So we're still just a little bit off on hockey. I may change the format to pick one random 2 on Wednesday, but that'll drive the price up quite a bit, so I'm hesitant. We will see. Thanks, Carlos. Good luck to you. Okay, while we're waiting, since this one's not closed yet, let's just run the Funko. We're down to our final Funko. There's not a new series out yet, at least unless it came out today. Don't forget to paste Gold Rush randoms. I did, right here. Although it's confusing because there's a bunch of different Gold Rushes. This is the one, right? Yeah. Always check me though, because I tend to forget to do stuff unless I'm forgetting a different one. Please let me know. But there's the was it Green Bay to Baltimore? Yeah, it was. Hopefully I was showing my screen too. I'm pretty sure I was. Let me know if I wasn't. I can toggle back over to that. Okay, in the Gold Rush Funko, here's the players' names. Wrong column. Yep, no problem. I know this one's still empty. This one's still empty, so. Dwayne, you have Depp, Flavor Flav, Diesel, McKinnon, Lambert, and Larry Bird. Larry V, you have Hargitay, Grammer, and Seagal. Greg, you have Kilmer, Hull, and Elias. Brian G, Jackman, Fox, Jefferson, Bell, Bradshaw, and Behringer. Cody, you have Giannis, Undertaker, and Tyreek Hill. Tim, you had Damon, Sanders, and Matthews. Jonathan R, Iverson, Rodman, and Lloyd. Bill S, Malone, Lewis, Taylor, Clooney, Belair, and Blair. Chad N, you had Cena, Castle, and McIntyre. Tom, you had Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Danny DeVito, and Rainn Wilson. Bill B, you had Josh Allen, Bryce Dallas Howard, Ben Stiller. Rob, you had Bliss, Shotzi, and Marino. Marino's a nice one for you. Dave, Bijan Robinson. I'll get it wrong every time. Singletary, Yordan Alvarez. SP had Dr. J, Applegate, Demerit, Magic Johnson, Melissa Joan, and Shaquille O'Neal. Brian, you closed our main claims with Tim Allen, Halle Berry, Hayden Christensen, Chevy Chase, Ron Howard, Dominique Wilkins. Brian, you also had Al Pacino, Mike Tyson. Nick is taking Emilio Estevez. And then again, we have Henry Thomas and Alex Vincent as solos still left in this one. Final Funko. When a new series comes out, I'll certainly buy it. I think we'll continue doing Funkos when they have them. But they may not for a while. The last two series came out back-to-back really quick, and I hadn't seen one in a while. So might not see Funkos for a little bit. Okay, let's roll this. We'll come back. We'll fill NBA and East Coast. Just 5 spots total left. 1 in NBA, 4 in the NHL 2 box. All right, Funko up first. It is our box 3. Final Funko from this case of 6. I believe we've opened 11 from this series so far. This will be number 12. See if we pull a new name or one we pulled from last case or even last series. I still want to see one of these pictures, but it may not happen. Batman Funko. Elias is the guess. Elias. I don't even know who that is. I know it's WWE, but I don't even know what that person looks like. Cut the seal and the plastic, double cut. You can see that we've got the Rich game out there again. I don't if we actually hit it tonight for the first time in I don't know how many weeks. And the person would rather have the OBJ LSU helmet. Those are the options for a full-size winner tonight and done. After today, I may switch it to another full size, or I may go back to mini card, something different, smaller. These have all been this way, even though I think it should go the other way. So we're going to go this way. If I can open it. Good luck, everyone. GR wants to walk with Elias. That's probably something you guys know. I don't know what that means. Maybe that's walking with him means you're going to lose. I don't know. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. That's a fun one to end on. Saying we are primarily sport chasers. I liked a lot of the actors and stuff. Those were fun. I said we're going to try to do more different style stuff, and I will continue as we find them, but that's a fun one to end on. Terry Bradshaw. Nice big yellow signature going across the whole screen there. You got his Terry Bradshaw-esque hair on this one. Number 12, TB, Terry Elias Bradshaw. That's right. That's what you're saying, right? Next to a bunch of other fun NFL ones there. That's nice. Who had Terry? Who had TB? TB12, the first TB12. It's a random going to the Christian Bale spot. Brian G. Brian G taking Christian Bale. You had both you guys in every single one. That is an AFC North hit. That's correct. This will count. Are you guys voting AFC North? You are. This might sway you. Don't vote on this, but this does give you a one hit lead. But yeah, you were loyal to your two actors there. You got a nice TB12 Funko from it. Congrats. That's an awesome one. There's at least, I don't know, we open anywhere from 12 to 20 items a night. There's always 10 things that I wish I could just snack, put on my shelf. That's one of them. TB12 Funko would be sweet. Congrats, Brian. AFC North on the board. Feel free to use that in your votes if it leads you astray. The good thing is you guys were already voting for AFC North, and it happened to be that. So, okay, we got a little bit of cleanup still to do. Let's see if we can get these last 5 spots claimed so we can get rolling tonight. Again, in the NBA, this is a new product. I think this will be fun. 12 is about the cheapest we have. I guess we have some items that we do pick one random one for 10, but 10, 12, 13 are about the cheapest ones we do. 1 spot left to close this. Bunch of fun teams still left here. 16 teams to be exact. 1 less claim in basketball because there's only 30 teams instead of 32. So 15 closes us. I'll read the teams off in a second here as well. But 1 left there. 4 left in hockey. Since those are more specific, I'm going to read off the hockey names that are left. 4 will close us with 3 randoms to be claimed after that. The names left in hockey are, this again is a 2-box or 2 of our remaining 4. We'll do the last 2 on Wednesday, and then I have a new shipment from the end of the series, same series of 6 more. I don't know if we're going to do them 1 at a time, 2 at a time, if we'll do a big bash. I don't know. And then we'll get a new series going. Hopefully, in our last 4 or in the last 6 that are on the way, we've got some community hits or a community hit or some more headliners or even just ones you guys have been chasing. Chicago and the card, Larry, got you. So we're full there. Let me read off the names for hockey just so we can start thinking about those. Adrian Kempe, Ans Kopitar, Boone Jenner, Braden Shen, Brock Faber, Calvin Pickard, Connor Garland, Drake Batherson, Philip Forsberg, Ilya Sorokin, Ivan Barbashev, Jaden Schwartz, Jesper Bratt, Jordan Kyrou, Josh Morrissey, Lawson Krause, Mark Scheifele, Mike Matheson, Nick Foligno, Peter Kochetkov, Roman Josi, Rupe Hintz, Ross Colton, Seth Jarvis, Stuart Skinner, Tim Stutzel, Tyler Myers, Will Cooley, and William Eklund. Tons of fun names there. Just 4 need to be claimed. A few of those have been headliners in past series, I believe. Yes. Okay, let's get the randoms going on the basketball, though. Then we'll come back and close hockey before we move on to football. Just may take a second. Thank you, Rob, Jonathan, Larry, for closing live. The rest of you guys for claiming yesterday or the day before or today, whenever it was. Appreciate you guys. Let's go over here and run our randoms. I hit paste. It's just slow today. It's a good thing this thing's hardwired or every stream would be horrible. The internet down here is just terrible through Wi-Fi. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Charlotte on top, Houston on bottom. Let's read through these and see who you got. SP, you have Golden State, Denver, Charlotte, and Indiana. Brad, you had Orlando, New Orleans, New York, and Miami. Dave, you had Oklahoma City and Portland. Cody, Milwaukee, and the Clippers. Tim, Lakers, and Brooklyn. Chris D, you had Memphis and Toronto. Chad N, Boston, and Phoenix. Bill S, San Antonio, Detroit, Sacramento, Atlanta. Shannon, you had Minnesota and Washington. Rob, Philly, and Dallas. Jonathan R, Utah, and Cleveland. Larry V, you had Chicago and Houston. So let's close this. Brooklyn is for trade from Tim in this one. If anyone's interested in trading for Brooklyn, we'll let them know. We'll talk about it. Let's see how these are configured in here. We'll number them and then we'll roll a dice. I may have just cut the plastic on one of the inside boxes a little too. Okay, so normal like we would have normally. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down. Let me number them while we're sitting here. Got Spider unlock. How did you get Cleveland as a random? He did. That's funny. There's 1, 2. Feel free to offer Tim some trade offers or take a peek at the, let me go upside down, at the hockey. We got to get that one closed. We're almost there. 3, 4. These are fun little boxes. They're little footballs. 6. No, it's 5. 6. Larry taking Roman Josi. Thanks, Larry. 7. I'm still jealous of that headliner Josi that hit. What was it, last series? The series before? That one was cool. I think it was Stadium Series. I think Chris won that one. That one was awesome. 7, 8. This is my favorite part of all this. Putting stickers on things that I can't even grab. Okay, that's enough. 9. And we're just going to do a 0 on 10 so I don't waste one of the ones. 0 will go on number 10. Okay. 7, 8. 5, 6. Some of these feel heavier than other ones. 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, Larry taking Josi, so we are 3 spots away, getting closer and closer. Roman. And Roman. That'll be the next break. We'll get the last 3 claimed before we run it. Okay, I don't see anyone offering for Brooklyn, Tim. It was meant to be your spot, I guess. That's an 8-sided. I can't use that one. Here is a 10-sided. Remember, the 0 counts as 10, but it is labeled 0 in ours, so 0 equals 0. Let's figure out where we're going here. Oh my gosh. This one likes to spin. I can't go wrong on the first one, though. It's going to be a valid one no matter what. Of course, we land on 0. So the one I just buried is the one we're getting. Box 10. Tried to find the best 3 Nets of all time, and they all played for another team when they got famous. That's probably true. Hey, all you need one is playing pictured in the jersey, and you win the card. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's get 0. Okay. I'll put them back out there. Dr. Rick Barry. Okay, we're good. Good luck, all new series. This again, there's no checklist. Some of these series, lower end series, don't have checklists. Up to the imagination. There's some fun chasers, and I'm sure there's a bunch of fun non-chasers, non-pictured chasers, I should say. I don't know if these are inside another package inside, so let's find out together. I guess I'll do it this way. It's got a blocker. No, it's a package, just like the other ones. Okay, so I'll give you all the supplies it comes with. We're ripping this way. I don't know if this is going to be... And we just did a football series similar. It wasn't slabbed, but most of them were slabbed. It wasn't labeled slabbed. Okay. Is this facing the right direction, or do we need to go the other way? Needs to go this way. Okay, here we go. I feel like some of these are going to be nostalgic, just like the football ones. Here we go. Good luck, all. I didn't see the team, but I saw the era. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's cool. Starting off with a team that's a pictured headliner, but not the pictured headliner card. Man, I have a bunch of these old Skybox cards, I swear. That is Tim Hardaway, blue ink. I just learned why a lot of people won't use blue ink. I didn't realize that was a thing. Skybox, Tim Hardaway, Golden State Warriors, PSA DNA certified authentic auto on this one going to Golden State. That's cool. Nice blue ink on card, obviously, because it's signed halfway across the card. It also says Hall of Fame 2022, so it's got a Hall of Fame script as well. Tim Hardaway going to Golden State. I have tons of those open and up in wax boxes. Yeah, from this era. I mean, not signed. There's a lot of, I don't want to say junk because they're not junk, but signed ones are cool. 90 or 91? 90. 1990 Skybox. That's cool. Golden State was, I think, the first claim spot, too. Golden State going to SP. Just saw finally fuck you did, and it's a nice one, too, Brian. Terry Bradshaw is cool. SP, this is you. Golden State, Tim Hardaway, on-card auto. Authentic graded there, PSA DNA certified. Card is not graded itself, the auto is. That's cool. Ton of packs to you. We had a cabin up in Idaho. I mean, the family still does, some of my relatives. We used to go up there multiple times a year. We'd stop at the card store, and we'd sit in the back of the truck and open up cards the whole way up there. Don't do the math on how many years 1990 was. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I was a little tyke in 1990, but I was here. Are they? Especially sealed because of some of the chasers. If you got it sealed, for sure. Nice hit, Sean. Congrats. That's a cool one. Not a headliner, but a fun. Like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of nostalgic cool hits in here, especially if you're chasing your team. As many as 1990 is from 1955. You ever think about that? It's crazy to go the other direction from when you were born to where you are now. It feels weird. Okay, we are to the place where we need to try to buckle down and fill this East Coast box. I may change the format, or we may just back it down to one boxers if two is a little much right now. I'm fine either way. I prefer two, but I understand that it's harder to fill when we have to claim half the names. Great Scott. Let's see, share this too. Jeff taking Kyrou. Great choice, Jeff. I missed out on, where was it? There was a Winter Classic Kyrou that I was going to choose with a winner's choice, but I didn't win. I don't know why I always map out my choice before I win, like thinking, oh, I'm going to win, I'm going to choose this one. Because then after I don't win, I'm like, oh, that sucks. I already had a spot for that one to go. Okay, we're down to just 2 spots left to close this. There will be some solos as well after, but those can get claimed after you're on the randoms. So Jordan Kyrou gone. Should be 27 here. That is correct. Should be 20 here, 20. Okay, 2 left to close this, and then we'll have a few $12 solos after that. I know we could do 13, 14, we're going to do 12. Just keep doing it like that. We had to bump the price up by $1, which means I won't bump it for Wednesday. If it's a 2-box, it'll stay at 27 instead of 26. 2 names left, 2 spots left. Here's the names that are left. Kempe, Kopitar, Jenner, Shen, Faber, Picard, Garland, Batherson, Forsberg, Sorokin, Barbashev, Schwartz, Bratt, Morrissey, Krause, Scheifele, Matheson, Foligno, Kochetkov, Hintz, Colton, Jarvis, Skinner, Stutzel, Myers, Cooley, and Eklund. So down to 2 left. Hang out here for a second. Actually, well, I didn't finish yet. My last sip of my drink, so I'll wait to get a new one until I feel thirsty again. You guys are staying strong, AFC North, AFC West. If so, you guys are already up 1-0. That's not bad. 91, 92, 75. Series 2 is 160. Wow. We could also do, I'm trying to think here. I don't want to do 7 solos, but if we get one more claim, we could do 5 solos instead of 3. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but maybe if people only want to grab one player for 12. So let's give it a second here. Let's see if we can get one or two more claims, then we'll move on. After we do the East Coast, we'll do our Gold Rush full size. I believe there was just one person that got it right last week. That was Patty. Not sure if he'll be here tonight to guess. We'll do Radke after that. That's full. 4 random sold. Still have Arizona up for sale in the Gold Rush full size coming up. It's our final one from this case, so we'll start a new case next week. After Radke, we'll do Big Al's full size, and then we'll do a live fill Big Al's, live fill Radke, and then some jerseys. New additions to the jerseys were a Jonathan Quick Kings Reebok. Takes me a second to look. Dalton Kincaid for the Bills on a Nike. I like that one. Was it basketball for the last one? It was. Klay Thompson, Warriors. Speaking of Warriors, Fanatics jersey. But back to hockey. One more spot claim, 1 to 2 more, and we'll get this closed and run some randoms and solos. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I helped in-laws move yesterday, and then my brother's child is coming to school out here, even though they live in Kansas. So I helped them today take some stuff and go to lunch with them. And so hot couple days moving. It's fun for me. Schwartz for Brian. Okay, so I'll give it 30 seconds here to see if anyone else wants to help close it, or if we're going to have 5 solos at $12. Either one works fine for me. I'm going to get rid of, well, I'll leave him up here for a second. Schwartz is what? And J. Okay, 1 spot left or no spots left. If we have 26 with 21, that'd be 5 solos. Okay, last call here before we just change it from 3 solos to 5 solos. For the interest of time, which I'm going to do that now. If you interrupt me and grab a spot, that's great, but let's just start moving towards that. Thanks, guys, for helping us fill that. I know a few of you guys reached for those just to help. Okay, so final 5 names are going to be $12. It's first come, first served, 1 claim at a time and a comment, and it's got to be something I can recognize, not just 2 letters, unless their nickname is 2 letters. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Solos are Cooley, Scheifele, Garland, Picard, and Stutzel. Those are some fun solos. $12 a piece. Let's go here and do this, and then go here and do this. And do this, and do this. Okay, Picard for Brian. Cooley for Christian over Waffle Board. That was a cool Barkov hat that Nick won. Cooley, Stutzel for Nick F. Picard is gone, Mark. So just Connor Garland and Mark Scheifele, both Adidas. Well, one's Adidas, one's Fanatics Premium. That's an alternate Fanatics Premium. Is that? I'm trying to think what an alternate would be for Vancouver. I don't think that's the Flying Skate, is it? It might be. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what, or maybe it's their green and blue one. The one that like fades. Anyways, let's read off some randoms. Let's see if we can get Garland and Scheifele claimed. Joseph, you have Sakic and Bratt. Greg, Vasilevsky, and Barbashev. Louis, Fedorov, and Faber. Joseph, you have Belfour and Jenner. Jeff H., you have Nyes and Myers. Larry V., you have Cheevers and Kempe. Jeff H., you have Tippett and Eklund. Christian, you've got Hagel and Hintz. Brian W., Wolf and Kochetkov. Jonathan R., Keller and Jarvis. Dylan, Hellebuck, Hextall, Skinner, and Shen. Jonathan R., Askarov, and Morrissey. Chris, you have Zach. I don't know why I did that. I think that's because how you claimed it, but I wasn't. Wierenski and Sorokin. Brian, you have Madonna and Foligno. Daryl, you have Panarin and Batherson. Jonathan R. Barkov and Colton. Dylan, you have Stolars and Kopitar. Larry, you've got Josie and Matheson, Jeff H., Cairo, and Kraus. Brian, you have Schwartz and Forsberg. Our solos were claimed. Stutzel going to Nick F., Picard going to Brian, and Cooley going to Christian. Garland and Shifley, last two left at 12 apiece. And then we'll get rolling. Oh, boy. Jeff taking Garland. I'm trying to figure out which alternate that would be. Greenish blue. I think if it was Flying Skate, he'd label it Flying Skate. Just Shifley left. Trade either Shen or Kopitar for Skinner or for Sorokin. Hold on, let me see. Shen or Kopitar. Skinner or Shen is what you're saying. For Sorokin, because you already have Skinner. Okay. Sorokin went to, just barely read it, I thought. Chris O. They're $12. Christian, $12 for the singles. I don't know if Chris is here. Chris, if you're here and you want to trade Sorokin for either Shen, Kopitar, probably those two, Shen or Kopitar, let Dylan know. Shifley's the last one left here. Let's find two boxes. I'm going to run it 7 times. It'll just be the top 2, and then we'll do the remaining 2. You're good. It was on your mind. We'll do the last 2 on Wednesday, most likely, unless we split them up into ones. Do a cheaper run. Let's do this 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Boxes 49 and 32. I was hoping they'd be by each other, but they're not. That's only 4 boxes. Who cares? 49 and 32. Get the list back up. Get rid of 49 and 32. $32, $49, getting rid of 1 and 38. Let me take these back cards. We'll do those 2, or we'll split it and do a single box on Wednesday. I'm not sure yet. Okay, it looks like Shifley will stay unsold. That's fine. If he hits, we'll figure out a way to do an auction for it or something like that. I don't know. Patrick Waugh in 1. Patrick Waugh hit on Wednesday, probably when you weren't here. We saw the beauty Patrick Waugh. Okay, 32 and 49. Let's see what we got tonight. See, you were close. Off by one break night. It doesn't look like Chris is here. Dylan, to trade with you. So I'm sorry. And then Shifley going unclaimed. I don't think anyone else was asking for trades or anything. So let's get rolling. Well darn, yeah. Beautiful jersey, though. Oh, I'd love to see McDavid. We hit him once. There's no rule that we can't hit him in the next series. Seeing Rangers. See that. Good grief. 3, 2, 1. I hate this. How in the world? Mark Shifley. So let me figure something out here. Let's see. How many people screw it. We're going to random this off to all the names. We're not going to do... Yeah, you'll claim them. I'll take Chef for 12, yeah. I'm going to random it off to all the players that are in this besides Shifley. There's no reason to do... Like I was going to say, let's do a $1 bid for everyone that's in and then random those off. But $12. Let's. This is a cool jersey too. It's the alternate. Let's look at it. Someone will win this. We'll random off the what is it? 47 names, however many there are. So someone will still win this. We'll do it at the end though. Am I going crazy or is that? No, I guess just the numbers on top of the signature. I thought it was upside down. Look how beautiful this Scheifele jersey is. I can't believe this would almost be like a claimable name for me too. I mean, I have a few of them, so I wouldn't, but before I was chasing them a few times. It's a nice Adidas alternate. This thing is beautiful. A-Patch. I know it's just we had a lot of claims, and you guys helped close a lot of the other solos, so he was the one that got left out. I get it. There's a fight strap in here somewhere. Or there's not. How was I not finding that? It's right there. Man, I'm going crazy. Fight strap. Felt like it goes to the side, but I was reaching to the side. Okay, we'll just do random and someone will win this. You know, I say that, or I joke, you know, hey, no one claims it will stay here with me, but that's not gonna, doesn't work very well, so. It looked like it was signed upside down, that's what I was saying, but it's not. The 55 is just on top, so there's his signature. That's why I kept turning it around, because I thought it was, but that's Scheifele's signature right side up. The 55 is just on top. It messed with my brain enough for me to look at it for a second. Okay, number 2. That's crazy. We'll cut top first. So we'll random all the names as if it was a community hit. It's just a community hit tonight. but the first jersey we open is the one single that doesn't. I swear, if it can happen, it happens in this room. Unreal. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I don't know that I've seen his jersey in hand. I don't own his jersey. I'd like to. This is the first time I've had it in hand. I'm pretty sure that is Boone Jenner. It is Columbus Blue Jackets Fanatics Premium. Beautiful jersey here. Let's open it. I'll see who has him here in a second. I know he wasn't claimed this week. He has been claimed once or twice. But not today. Big Al's always doing right there. It's a lot to fill this 2-boxer. I get that. There was a few that were missing today, and it makes it harder. You know, I don't want everyone reaching for, even though somebody already did. It's just how it goes. Boone Jenner. C-patch on this one. That's beauty. So we got an A-patch, C-patch jersey today. Fanatics Premium. Classic Columbus Blue Jackets jersey. Find the fight strap on that one, all right. Brad is missing. Yeah, we've had a few other claim other Blue Jackets or Jenner before as well. They didn't get them today, unless it was a random they went to them. Boone Jenner is a random on the Ed Belfour claim, which is Joseph. Joseph, you're staying semi-hot. Beautiful. Okay, so Joseph, congrats, but let's see who wins the Scheifele. Boone Jenner was the random on spot 4 for Ed Belfour. Let's do this now. Share my screen. We're going slow tonight. I'm sorry, guys. We'll get to the Gold Rush full size in 1 second. It took a while to fill stuff. And Brad's not, he's in a bunch of other stuff. He doesn't always grab hockey. It's not his first love. Okay, we should have had 47 names. They should all be here. They are. Okay. I need to close that door up there. I can hear them home already. Boone Jenner. I was in a break where he was 1. I didn't get it, but that's the only time I've seen him pull. So must have had a recent signing with him. Okay, 47 names. Winner pays 12. I won't do that. That is something we could do, and I'm sure anyone would agree to do that, but we're not going to do that. That is a good idea, though. If I think of that next time, I will do that. Give you the option. If you don't want to, we'll go to the next name, sort of thing. Okay, we're just going to stick with 7 rolls since that's the number we do 99% of the time here. Whoever owns the player on top on the 7th roll will win the Mark Scheifele alternate Adidas Pro. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and look who's on top on 6. That's crazy. Here's our 7th. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. It is the Sergei Fedorov spot hitting on the Mark Scheifele community hit. Fedorov. I've been rooting for Fedorov to hit, too. We haven't seen him yet. Let me see here. Sergei Fedorov was the 3rd spot, so 4th and 3rd. Louis, because of your Fedorov, he didn't hit, but because of him going unsold and being randomized, you are taking home the Mark Scheifele. I think that's called the Aviator alternate. I might be wrong. I'll trade Jenner for Mark. Louis might do that. I think Louis has claimed Jenner before in the past. But I don't know if Charles is watching or Louis is watching. If you are and you want to, if not, I can message later just to ask. But he may or may not do that. I know he's claimed Jenner in the past, so that may be a decent trade offer. That's right. Aviator is the baby blue one. This one has a name, though, too, doesn't it? Is it just the alternate? I know they have the Heritage Classic, but that's a little bit different, too. You're correct. We had a Scheifele Aviator, and it was the baby blue in Big L's a while back, and I got confused. I'll ask him, Joseph, if he shows up and wants to answer, he can. If not, I'll send him a message and just see. I'm hesitant to do it right away, though, because I don't want people watch it later. They want to see if they won or not. So, okay, congrats, you two. Sorry to everyone else. Some fun jerseys there. Scheifele and Jenner, we've got one more double box if we do a double box. Oh, and I keep forgetting, out of you two, if you want to trade, there's still Tyler Seguin and Vladimir Tarasenko Rangers. So if you want to trade, totally good to trade. If you want to keep what you hit, also totally fine. Just some options. I keep offering at the end, which is stupid, but they're there for the rest of them going forward. Those are duplicates for me, so I figure I'd give you more options. Okay, let's get to football. Whoops. Thanks for being patient, guys. I'll try to not talk as much going forward here. We have Arizona up for sale in the Gold Rush full size. It's only one box. We don't need a random. It's the last box. We'll do Radke next, Big L's next, and then some light fills. In the Gold Rush full size, Greg, you've got Tampa. Reminder, this is the time where you can guess college teams that you think this player was drafted for. It's a side game to try to win some freebies with me. Patty, if he's here, is the only person that has a chance to get to 2. The rest of you have a chance to get to 1. So now's the time you can guess your college teams. For a chance to win the helmet, these are the teams. Greg, you have Tampa Bay and Green Bay, NFC Central rivals. Nick, Philadelphia, Arizona. Arizona is up for – I do need to close the poll, yes. You guys are already on top with the AFC North, though. That didn't really budge. Thank you. Nick, Philadelphia, Arizona. Brian G, Denver and Atlanta. Tim, San Francisco, Houston. Jonathan R, New England and the Chargers. Brad, Pittsburgh and the Jets. Les, Chicago and Carolina. These are the mini spots. Brian E at Kansas City, Jacksonville. Jonathan R, Dallas, Tennessee. Craig, Washington and the Jets. Elliot, Detroit and Vegas. And then after the mini, Brad, you had Indy and Buffalo. Bob, you had Cincy and the Rams. Shannon, Minnesota, Seattle. Rob, you had Miami and sold your round to Carlos. Carlos, that's New Orleans tonight. And Larry V closes with Cleveland and Baltimore. Okay. College teams. Who am I going to guess? And I haven't got a guess in a while. Arizona, again, up for sale for $12 if anybody's interested in buying the Cardinals in this final box from this case. Patty, if you're here, you're the one that has a chance to move on to 2. Who am I going to say today? I'm going to say Michigan. I'm not even thinking of a player. I'm just shouting a team out. Even though I want to go with Ohio State or Alabama, I'm not going to. I'm going to say Michigan. Michigan. Marshall, says Shannon, trying to will that Randy Moss to come out. I like it. Is there Randy on the front page? He's actually hidden. This is a Randy right there. You can see it's an amp. You can see the homie there for the straight cash homie inscription. That's crazy that they blocked it that much, but I get it. You can't only do so much. Guesses are in. I'm going to say Michigan. And last call on buying Arizona for $12 in this one box here. And then we'll move on. Radke coming up next. And then some big L's. Okay, let's get this one going. Good luck on your guesses. Good luck on winning the helmet for those that joined. I appreciate you guys jumping in this week. We'll do start of a new case next week. Oklahoma. Who are you going, Calvin Johnson? Georgia Tech is Calvin Johnson. Let me know when the Brooklyn NBA card hit. We already opened the NBA card. Did you see it? I know you're probably joking, but just in case. Les, are you taking Arizona? Is that what you're saying? The Cardinals for 12? Just making sure before I cut. No, Calvin Johnson was Georgia Tech. I mean, same idea, Georgia Tech, but he was Georgia Tech. What is their mascot? Hornet, Wasp, Blue Jacket, Golden Jacket? Arizona, that is. Perfect. Okay, so Nick, you're selling your spot to Les, your Arizona team. I should say, not your spot. Where is it? Yellow Jackets? Is that what they are? That's right. So last 12 on that one. Nick 12, and then I'll house the dollar. Yeah, he's Georgia Tech. AJ Green was Georgia. Who else was Georgia as a wide receiver? Ladd McConkey. There's got to be another big one I'm not thinking of right now. Pretty sure AJ Green. Wasn't AJ Green Matt Stafford to AJ Green? Yeah, of course. Okay, good luck, all. I was just going to say something out loud. I didn't say it. Did we not pull a college helmet from this case, or was that last case? I guess it had been like 4 or 5 cases since we pulled a college helmet. And maybe we're pulling 2 in this one case. Am I going crazy? Sometimes I like to speed stuff up 3 weeks, but I feel like we had a college helmet in this case. This is a red box, so this is likely a college helmet. Yeah, last week. That's right. Last helmet was Frank Gore, Miami. Okay, well, we're going back-to-back college helmets in this case. Good luck, everybody. Red box. They're not like me and use them for whatever they can find. Usually it's coming straight from the manufacturer. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That, the name, oh, I can see who it is now. That is, well, let's pull it out just so I'm not ruining it, just in case you can't see it. That is a flash replica for this team, this college team, and that should help you. Those are some Buckeye Leafs. Ohio State. I said I was going to want to do Ohio State or Alabama, and I still went Michigan because I'm an idiot. If you got a Buckeye, which almost every team does, you got a shot. Let's see who it is. Travion Stroud, good guesses. You could see George Pickens, Georgia is a good guess, too. I could see that on the flash as well. 3, 2, 1. We can kind of see the inside of this one. He is no longer at Ohio State like we used to pull him on. A little bit of, I got it. A little bit of cardboard on it. That is Travion Henderson. He's now, didn't he just return a punt or something in preseason week 1 for something yards, 90 yards, 80 yards, 70 yards? I feel like I saw his name flash across the screen for a touchdown run or a touchdown return. And he is a Patriot, right? Travion Henderson, is he New England? I think we pulled this helmet too, but it wasn't a flash. It was a regular speed, I think. Gold Rush full size. I know, the OSU. I need to put respect on. They're the team that destroyed us in the whatever bowl too. I get it. We're little brother. Well, we're not even little brother. We're little brother to Ohio State. Michigan's little brother, right? Okay. That's New England. New England was a claim for Jonathan R. Spot 5. New England Patriots. Put some respect on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Did I say the wrong team? Maybe I wasn't thinking I said the wrong team. Travion Henderson, the Ohio State, right? Yeah. Now in the NFL, no one answered me. Didn't he run a punt back? I could Google it, but I'd rather not. Didn't he run a punt back in the preseason? Or am I thinking of a different rookie? Nice hit, Jonathan Travion Henderson. Flash for the New England Patriots. That is AFC East, so you're still tied for the lead. Yeah, I know. Every once in a while, you guys will say something like that, and I wondered if I said something stupid, like called him that he was from Michigan or something. He ran a punt back? I thought so. Okay. Not going crazy. Okay, you guys are tied for the lead with the AFC East, AFC South, AFC North, AFC West, 1-1, 0-0 for the NFC. Again, winner, if it happens after we run the random, can pick between Rich Gannon or OBJ. Let's keep this Radke. We're down to 6 boxes left, which means we'll get through next Monday with the final 2, and then we'll start a new couple cases. I'll probably order them tomorrow or Wednesday, see what series we're going to roll with, and go from there. In this one, Ty, I've got you with England, Tennessee, and Seattle. Bill S., you have Green Bay and Miami. Rob, you had Philly. You sold your random to Brian E., that is the Atlanta Falcons. Greg, you have the Chargers and Indianapolis. David L., you had Pittsburgh, Chicago, New Orleans, and the Rams. Also Washington and the Giants. Greg, you had Baltimore and Tampa Bay. Tim, you had Denver, San Francisco. You sold your randoms to Brad. Brad, you had Houston and Arizona on those ones. Jonathan R., you had Minnesota. You sold your random to Elliott. That is the Jets. Look at that, Elliott. Jonathan R., you also had Buffalo, Carolina, Cincy, and Detroit. Brian W., Jacksonville, and Las Vegas. And Bob, you closed it with Kansas City and Cleveland. Was a kick return, I think, 100 yards, first time he touched the ball in the NFL. I knew it was long. That's why I said 90. And I started questioning myself. Football is almost here for real. Am I going to be disappointed in week 1? Packers are favored by, I think we're favored by 1 at home, which means on a neutral field, they would have us as the dogs by 2, right? It's usually a 3-point swing for home field advantage. I don't know. Maybe the line will rise. That doesn't matter much. But okay, we have boxes 3, 4, 5, 8, 10, 12. They're not in order. I've got 3, 5, 4, 8, 10, 12 here, but those are our final 6 boxes. Jonathan's over box 8. See if you're right, or you get what you want or what you don't want. You tend to do better when it's not the box you want. After this, we'll do Big Al's 4 box, which is full, and then we'll do a live fill 3 box for Big Al's. We'll see where we're going after that. We'll do Racky and then Big Al's, but we'll see about the end break of the night. End of the night. There's 1, 2, 3. We're doing 7 times like always. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 12 stayed on top of the last 2. So we're doing box 12. Oh, I did that 8 times. Was it box 12? Why did I do 8? Because you said 8. Was it box 12? Son of a bee. I'm pretty sure 12 stayed on top for runs 7 and 8. Can anyone confirm or rewind? I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. 12 on 7 as well. I even made that comment, but just someone else confirmed. 2 or 3 of you confirmed, so I'm not feeling bad about it. I went too far because I had the number 8 in my head, but it was 12, I think, on 7 and 8. I'm a moron. Sorry, guys. It was 12. Yeah, 12 on 7. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Got the number 8 in my head, and I went for it, apparently. Goodness, man. Okay, box 12 should be the lower one next to me. It is. Zooming past. I did that once with the dollar break too. I'm pretty sure that was on one where Bill won. And I zoomed right past 7 or 8, whatever the number was. That stresses me out so bad. Luckily, you guys saw it, and it was a number that made me think we hit it twice. Okay, box 12. Racky. Down to 5 after this. We'll do one more tonight and 2 more Wednesday. Thanks for doing my job, guys. Box is kind of dirty. At least there's no squished bug this time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a lunar eclipse. I said no NFC team has hit yet today. It's the first 2 items. Now NFC is coming out. 3 different divisions so far. We've got a Philadelphia Eagles lunar eclipse authentic. This is making me wonder about headliner. We'll have to see. Thinking AJ, I'm trying to see picture here. I can't really tell from that picture. It's a close-up. Philly was Rob. Rob, you got your Eagles, and they hit for you this time. Usually you watch others hit Eagles. Hirsch is your guess. Let's see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not a name that I thought your AJ Brown was a good guess. We're going running back on this one. Authentic lunar eclipse. Darren Sproles. So am I, Jonathan. We'll have to figure out, because it's most likely a rep for the headliner, unless they give us extra authentics. We'll have to see. I don't know. Racky certified on this one. That's why I said this one confuses me, but that's all right. There's the picture. It kind of looked like AJ Brown too, but that's not. That's Darren Sproles on an authentic lunar eclipse for the Eagles. Rob, nice hit. Darren Sproles. I kind of feel like this series is stacked with bigger name reps too. Whatever. Congrats. Nice hit, Rob. We will do one more Radgy tonight. I too am interested to see. It's weird because we had our double case last time, and I thought they'd all be authentic for the headliners, but then we ended up pulling Jim Brown and Barry Sanders, and one of those was the headliner. Yeah, of course. Nice hit, Rob. Okay. Big Owl's full-size time. We'll see. That's right. New address, Rob. I'll hold it here until you tell me. I forgot. Shipping to a whole different side of the country. Well, same side, different coordinates. Okay. In the 4-boxer, Bill, I've got you with Arizona Jacksonville combo. Greg, Atlanta, and also Buffalo. Brant, you have Baltimore, Carolina. Nick G, Chicago. Bob, you have Cincy. Greg, Cleveland. Zach, Dallas. Tim, you've got Denver. Brian W, Detroit. Greg, Green Bay. Nathan, Houston. Jonathan R, Indianapolis. Ty, you have Kansas City. Charlie, the Raiders. Shannon, Chargers. Brad, Rams. Greg, Miami. Jonathan R, Minnesota. Nick, New England. Nick G, New England. Nick F, New Orleans. Greg, the Giants. Brad, the Jets. Bill S, you have Philadelphia. Tim, you have Pittsburgh. Zach, you have San Francisco. Greg, Seattle, Tennessee combo. And Bill S, you have Tampa Bay and Washington. I thought I read that wrong, but I didn't. Okay, let's close this. Let's get 4 boxes going for Big Owls. And then we'll do a live fill straight after with the same series for those that may have not gotten in the pre-fill. Need to fill that out. That is NFC East. So every division sit except for the NFC North, NFC West. You guys are still tied for the lead, 1-1-1-0. So this is not falling yet. This is your best chance you've had through 3 helmets in a while. 3 items. Okay, 4 helmets. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 4 spins, 4 bingos. I like it. Okay. Uh-oh, I just pressed a button that's bringing up the news in front of my screen. There we go. I let the mouse hover over the wrong spot. It's facing the wrong way. There we go. Box 130, 130. You know what I just realized the other day? That I always stream on Mondays like tonight when there's Monday Night Football, and I'm always sad that I can't watch it. I have to listen to it. And week 1 is Minnesota. They're my rival, but yet I also somewhat cheer for them because of my family and friends that like them. But I forgot for a while that I get screwed over on Mondays. I do it to myself, though. 130. I think that's week 1 Monday night, right? 38 is the next number, 38. I think we have, do we have a Thursday game, a Friday game, and then there's a Monday night and a Sunday night game? I want to say there's something on Friday, right? Is it the Brazil game? So glad we're not playing over there again. 29, 2-9. When those filthy Eagles tried to break Jordan Love's ankle or knee, his knee. Dirty Eagles. 190. Just how they operate, you know. Okay, 130, 38, 29, and 190. Let me grab them, guys. I'll be right back. We'll open those. We'll get another 3-boxer going. Okay. Yeah. Because you can't deny it. Tackled him, leaned in, tried to break his leg. Dirty, dirty Jalen Carter. Was it Jalen Carter? And then the mental trauma was so bad that we just couldn't compete against you in the playoffs. That's all it was. It was just mental blockage. it weren't for that one play. Okay, 130, 38, 29, 190. Check. Fold in the playoffs, per usual. Okay, let's run these 4. We'll do a 3-boxer live fill next. See if you guys can get another AFC North, AFC West hit, right? Or just root for the teams you claimed. But maybe you can still sneak in the bounty hit. I don't know. 29, Series 34. Starting off with a 4-pointer. Yeah, them and 10 other teams. I agree. I don't like to play, but it's like if you can't do it, why should you ban it if they can do it? You know, they're just better at it. I hate watching the play, but if no one else can replicate it like them, then is it really like a cheap play all around? Probably not. Well, okay. So there's a 2-parter on this well for me. 2-parter. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure that ends our last team standing. We still haven't hit all the helmets, but we know who the final team is now. By way of the New Orleans Saints, I want to say the group of people had the Saints, and one of you had Tampa. Jonathan, back-to-back. Tell everyone your secret. How did you go 32 straight series just waiting for your moment and then strike in 33 and 34? It was all just a mind game. He has the script, exactly. It was all a mind game, preparing them, letting them think you're just sitting back there for 32 series, and then boom. And the other well from this one is, of course, who had New Orleans first off? Nick F. I think that was a strategic claim. 3, 2, 1. You can't. I feel like, I guess there's a third team it could have been on too. I've seen Sproles Chargers, and I have Sproles Chargers, and I like Sproles Chargers. But this is a Sproles Saints. Not only that, they're both Lunars. One's an authentic, one's a rep. But that is Darren Sproles on a Saints Lunar Eclipse to end the last team standing challenge. I think we just wiped out 5 or 6 of you, 4 or 5 of you maybe on the Saints. Jonathan, back-to-back. I don't know that anyone's won back-to-back before. That's not easy. Mighty Mouse in the house. Yeah, isn't that crazy? 2 Sproul items. Who'd we hit on Wednesday twice? It was 2 different. I guess this is 2 different products too, Big Al's and Racky. But we hit someone else on, Paul Pierce, an even harder one, NBA 2 times. And that's 4 points too, right? Sorry, let me focus. Nick F, 4 points. Is that your first points this series, Nick? It might be. 825, 25. 4-pointer Nick F. Darren Sproles. Oh, I can't think of his name. Who was... dang it. This guy reminds... Who was the big back on the Panthers? The big, kind of chunky running back that played for a long time on the Panthers. I don't know why I thought it was Sproles. Obviously, it's a different running back. But who was that guy? I'd like to have a signature of him. I can't think of his name right now. 38. Series 34. Surely someone knows what I'm talking about. No, not Tolbert. I don't think it was Tolbert. I think there's someone else I'm thinking of. Oh, please someone know it. I'm going to have to look it up. Not Jonathan Stewart. He was the not big one. Not Deuce McAllister, not Pierre Thomas. Well, I'm saying Saints now because I'm thinking of Sproles. Sorry, Panthers. No, not Biaka Batuka. Oh my gosh. Maybe it was Tolbert. I'll look it up in a second when you guys are claiming or something. It's gonna bug me. Not D'Angelo Williams. That was the other name I was thinking of. Not Williams or Stewart. Bless you, Brooklyn. I said 0 Wonk on this one. Okay. Bless you. Thanks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I forgot to write down the other one, but it was an NFC South hit, so you're down 2-1-1, and now this one is an NFC West hit. Fred Lane, no. Maybe it was Tolbert. It probably was Tolbert. I think you're right. Oh, stupid thing. It doesn't like go back. I'll look later. I think it was Tolbert. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was Tolbert. Wasn't he a little chunky? Seattle. I don't know why I was thinking of a different. I was thinking that was not the name. I'm pretty sure. I'll look later. Stephen Davis was fun, not him. He was a little bigger, but he was Washington and then Carolina, right? Terry Crews, yeah, he's chunky. BMI is probably off the chart. Seattle. That is going to Greg. Greg E. with the Seahawks and the Tennessee combo. My favorite Seahawk. I don't remember the last style we pulled from Mr. Alexander, but that one's fun. Sean Alexander with a Psalms 37-4 inscription. Greg, nice hit. Nice green ink on that one, too. Glow in the dark, probably. Seattle Seahawks. I think you've hit an Alexander in the past, but I can't always remember. Nice hit, Greg. Okay, let's go. Next box, 130. 2 to 1 to 1 to 1. You guys are one of the ones. See if you can tie it up here so you're not in the hole going into the last few breaks. 1 pointer. 1 point on this one. This box needs to be retired, I think. Layer to rest. Well, I'm trying to think. I think we already had this team in this style, so I'm trying to think who the other player is on this team and style. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I do love this style for this team. And I'm pretty sure I like the ink selection on this one. I think I saw it. Washington Commanders on a slate. I'm pretty sure we pulled 1 slate Commanders already this series. So this is the second one. I try not to do more than 2 of the same style. Sometimes it's, 6 different styles for a team, but doesn't always happen. Washington, and this one was, that is Bill S. on the Commander spot. Okay, I forgot about this name on this style. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I thought it was maybe a running back. It's not a running back. We got quarterback. Doug Williams, Super Bowl MVP on this one, on the inscription. Red ink, which I like, or maroon ink on this one. That pops nice on that one. Beckett certified. Both earpieces. Washington Commanders slate, even though he was a Redskin. This is a Commander's helmet. Whenever I can find Redskins helmets, I include them. I'm sure there's one in this series. Congrats, Doug Williams. And I said that was 1 point. Well, don't look now. I think you guys are tied, by the way, in Wonka points now, going down the last stretch. I think he jumped you by 1, and now you tied it back up with a whopping 1-pointer. Doug Williams going to Bill. Nice hit, Bill. Sproles, Alexander, and Doug Williams. That's NFC East. Well, we have our front runner. NFC East, NFC South has 3 hits in a row. No, not in a row, but 3 hits total. NFC East, NFC South. East, South, East. You can do it. Let's get one here. Come on. 190, Series 34. 5-pointer. 5 points on this one. Box 190. maybe. Fanatics Hollow. Here we go. 5-pointer for this team. 3, 2, 1. Classic Speed, our first classic of the day. 4 different styles for Big Al's. I like that so far. We couldn't go. Oh, earpiece is right there. I'm going to leave it there for you. So the less unsticking and sticking, the better. And I said 5 points for Miami. Greasy Hill, good guesses. Miami, Greg. Greg hitting on the Dolphins on this one. I'm pretty sure they were claimed semi-late, too. Greasy Hill. My opinion says Marino. There's that Marino. There's a few of the guys that have been hiding. I can't remember if we hit Marino last series. My brain tells me he's not hit. But maybe he did. You guys will probably answer that. Dan the man, Dan Marino on a Fanatics certified helmet here. Both earpieces, one sticking to the top. Marino Dolphins Classic. Congrats, Greg. And I said that is 5. 5 is correct. Let me fill that out, then we'll do a recap, and then we'll drop the next one. Well, Greg, you jumped back on top on that one. Dan Marino, 5 points. You were right, in my opinion. It was Dan the man. That's already 10 points given out today. Crazy. Okay, let's do a recap here. First 4-boxer tonight was Darren Sproles, Saints Lunar, Sean Alexander, Seahawks Eclipse, Doug Williams, Slate for the Commanders, and Dan Marino, Classic Speed. Let's do a 3-boxer in the chat here. I'll fill out who claims here, and then I'll update it once I can and let you know who's left. I'll update you with who's left is what I'm trying to say once I can. Switch to top chat, go back to live chat. This is a 3-box, not 4-box, so it's 32 instead of 43. Okay. Share my screen, please. First claim, Kansas City is Jonathan R. Jason just behind, Rob just behind. Sorry, guys. I also see Zach and Elliot behind on Kansas City. I'm just going to skip reading those. Just barely behind on those. First few go pretty dang fast. Remember to refresh your screen so you see the order I see. Otherwise, you'll be way on top and thinking that I'm slow. Tampa, I read that wrong. That's not Bill. Hold on. Is this still loading stuff in, or am I hard of seeing? Tampa is Dustin. And then Bill just barely behind on Tampa, but you got Buffalo. Bill B on Buffalo. Tampa also gone. Bill, sorry. Carolina is there for Nick. Pittsburgh is there for Obi. Detroit for Brian. Now let's see if I can get rolling here. Chicago, Dub Bears for David. You guys get to play the Vikings week 1. Arizona for Bill S. Arizona just behind Shannon and Brad. I always wonder if it it can't. Those are not all written the same way, but it seems there's always a bunch that are right by each other that are the same team. So Shannon and Brad just behind Arizona. Bill, I've got you with Baltimore. New England going to Nick G. Phoenix Suns going to Rob. I know you mean Philly with the 1-letter rule, so I got you. Philly. Dallas going to Zach. Seattle is there, Brad, on the Seattle-Tennessee combo spot. Boys are gone, Elliot. Green Bay is still there for Bill. I've got Jukum Jake in the house with Atlanta. Denver is still unclaimed, going to Dustin. Please, guys, if you think I messed something up, I'll get to the bottom of the list and I'll look at it again and have others look at it, but just refresh first. But as you see, I already missed 2. I corrected myself, but I missed 2 earlier. Zach, San Francisco. Carlos, a little late on Atlanta. Bill, a little late on Buffalo. Minnesota is still there for Zach. Arizona's gone. Tennessee is gone with the combo. Washington's there for Bill. Let's go all the way down. I think well, there it is. Washington, Vikings are gone. Philadelphia's gone. Chargers going to Brad. We're going to have probably 5 or 6 left. Jets going to Carlos. Rams going to Brad. Cincy going to Jason. Giants going to Nick G. New Orleans going to Bill S. So that's 5 left. Right on. Cleveland, Houston, Indy, Las Vegas, and Miami are our last 5 left. Jacksonville is gone by way of a combo spot claim, Carlos. They're typed in there with Arizona, so whoever claimed Arizona got them, which was Bill on this one. David claiming Indianapolis. Gotcha. Browns going to Shannon. Miami going to Rob. Houston going to Carlos. Just Las Vegas left. For those wondering the order tonight, we're going to run this 3-boxer here. We'll do a rag key next. We're down to 5 helmets left. We'll do a 2-box Big Al's license jersey, and then we'll, if everyone's still hanging out, we'll do a 2-box to end the night. If they're not, we'll end on the jerseys. Las Vegas, last team left, but let me read off who has who in the meantime. Bill, you've got the Arizona combo with Baltimore, Jake F., Atlanta, Bill B., Buffalo, Nick F., Carolina, David L., Chicago. Jason, you've got Cincy, Shannon, Cleveland, Zach, Dallas, Dustin, Denver, Brian, Detroit, Bill S., Green Bay, Carlos, Houston, David H., Indy, Jonathan R., Kansas City, Brad, Los Angeles. Bill S. has Arizona in front of me. Yeah, I've got him on Arizona. I've got you on Cleveland, though. Rob, Miami, Zach B., Minnesota, Nick G., New England, Bill S., New Orleans, Nick G., the Giants, Carlos, the Jets, Rob, Philadelphia, Obi, Pittsburgh, Zach, San Francisco, Brad, Seattle, Tennessee, Dustin, Tampa, and Bill S., Washington. By just one comment, let me go make sure. Looks like Obi sees what I see, but you always got to refresh your screen, otherwise it will look extremely off. So let me do one more refresh. I've got Bill, AZ, and then Shannon, Arizona, and then Brad, AZ right after. So the first AZ is Bill William. By one comment. Okay, just Las Vegas left to close this. I'm going to close the screen and start running bingo balls, but we'll get Arizona client, or Arizona. We already talked about Arizona. Las Vegas client. No shake. 3 bingo balls. 1, 2, 3. So the first 4 is freaking hot down here. 145. I swear we have like, I don't even know, 3% humidity. It's dry always here, but we have this big storm looming over us the last few days, and it's coming today, tomorrow, Wednesday. And I've got that like 5% humidity. I don't know how people that are in these 70, 80, 90% humidity states do it. I would pass away. Literally. If I go visit my family and my parents in Kansas, and it's not even that humid there compared to other places, I feel like I'm going to die. I don't like it at all. 139. I'm sure people that are from humid states come here and they feel like their skin's going to dry and crack off. I don't know. I'm used to it. 139 was that number. It feels slightly humid because of this storm. 81. Okay, just Vegas left. I'll come back, and if it's claimed, we'll write it down. If not, we'll wait a second until it gets claimed. 145, 139, and 81. I was going to say I could probably remember that, but I will end up grabbing like 135 and 149. 145, 139, 81. Shannon, closing for us. Thanks, Shannon. You got Vegas. Let's get rid of Gannon for now. I didn't record the last one. That doesn't help either, but it's not the worst one. Isn't that fun? You guys have been going NFC East, NFC South every day, and you gave up on it today, and they're ahead now. They may not win, but okay. 145, check. 139, check. 81, check. Vegas going to Shannon. Well, let's roll. Thanks, guys, for the quick fill. I really appreciate it. We'll do Racky coming up here in just a couple minutes. Good. 81. Series 34. Gosh dang these points today. That's our 4th box out of 5 with points. Right? I think. Nice. I don't know if, well, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I don't know if I've, oh, wait a second. I don't like giving hints and stuff. Chicago, 1-pointer. Chicago was David L. That ends a little bad streak for you there. I don't know if I've had this player before. I've seen him elsewhere a few times. I don't know if I've ever had him in the series. 3, 2, 1. If I have, it's been a while. Number 30. Anyone know who that is? I want to say I saw Brad pull him not long ago, but I don't know that I've ever had him before. That's Mike Brown. On the alternate Bears helmet, I actually like these bright orange helmets. I think they look nice. But I like Raves, so that makes sense, huh? Nice thick ink there. Nice hit, Dave. Mike Brown on the Bears alternate. Some of you guys that keep track, I could look back too, but I don't know if I've had a Mike Brown. Maybe once before. 0 or 1 would be my guess. We're coming up on 4,000 helmets. It's hard to remember them all, but I do have like a database. I used to look at it a lot more. Now I just update it and make sure it's all accurate so I can look at it when I'm feeling nerdy, which is, I like feeling nerdy. I mentioned in like 5 different comments. Okay, you're going to have to wait. Okay, next one up. 139, Series 34. 0 Wonka on this one. Ooh, okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I've had this helmet for a while. There goes our streak of different types of helmets. That's our second slate of the night. We had an alternate, a classic, a slate, an eclipse, a lunar, all from Big Al's. Now we got our second. Oh, there goes the little guy. Our second slate. Jacksonville hitting on that one. I never wrote down the 1.4. Dave, let me do that really fast. 1 point for David L. Mike Brown. David L. 1, 8, 25. With an extra. Okay, Jacksonville slate. Who had the combo? That is Bill S. With the combo on top here. You got the other slate too. 2 slates. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's actually a name that we have not seen in a while. There's a little mark on top there. Box Rebel. I'll try to clean it off with Magic Eraser. Travis Etienne. It's been a while. Is he the 3rd or the 2nd or junior? He's one of them. I just can't remember. Travis Etienne Jr.? No. Maybe. Beckett certified. Jaguar slate. I actually really like the Jaguar slate too. It looks nice. Nice hit, Bill. That may be a helmet that I, at some point months back, bought from you. I can't remember. It was him or someone else on a slate like that. Nice hit, Bill. Okay. Jacksonville hitting, Chicago hitting so far. Box 145, Series 34, 0 Wonka on this one. Racky coming up next. We'll do a recap, though. AFC South, is that the one you want? It's not. That's what the East. Good griefers. And I already did the NFC North, didn't I? No, I didn't. Once again, 3-3 to 2-1. You guys are the one. What is happening, guys? And the one was the one you got freebie. We need to have a powwow. Maybe I should make it 50-50. Of course. Of course. One of two things was going to happen tonight. Is that coming out? No, it's not. 3, 2, 1. We were either going to have both the last team standings hit together like they always do. It always seems like we hit one and then right after that one. Or the one that hits is going to hit twice because they've been waiting all series and they're too excited to come out at the same time. I love this style. I love this helmet. That is a flat white. I know it looks like the Lunar. It is not. On this one, the padding and the chin strap will be white instead of black like the Lunar and the Eclipses. So this is a flat white for the New Orleans Saints, who was daring enough to take New Orleans after they hit their first helmet. New Orleans, Bill, going back-to-back on this one, Bill. And you're going to like this one, too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. About to sneeze. Excuse me. We got ourselves a flat white Fanatic certified on this one. Drew Brees. Big time hit there. That's fun. I thought I had. What in the world? Hold on. Maybe I moved it. I must have moved it. I either have a flat white or a flat black Breeze. I can't remember. But I love that helmet. Bless you. Thank you. Sorry about that. Drew Brees. Beautiful hit, Bill. Congrats. That 3-boxer we had Mike Brown, Travis Etienne Jr., the third, the second. I forget which one he is, and Drew Brees. Let's do our Radkey box here. You guys are both early. Pretty dang sure. Sorry. Hopefully you rebound. I tried to do that fast, but I could tell those ones were fast. Maybe even more than 2. Let's refresh and see. That's the bad part about this is if... Okay. Let's pull this up. Radkey. Well, first let's do this. Yeah, see, you guys went for them multiple nights in a row. You gave up tonight, and they're on top. Isn't that the way life goes? We ended the boxer with a nice big quarterback. We ended the 3-box with a nice big quarterback. Nice. Moreno and Breeze. Okay, let's look at Radkey here. Top chat, live chat. My first claim, if it'll unfreeze, please, is Pats and Dallas for Jason, both with randoms up. So Pats, the random, Dallas with a random up. New England's gone. Philly going to Rob. Kansas City going to Bill S. Buffalo going to Bill B. Philly is gone. Baltimore is. I thought it was. Oh, you rebounded with it. Okay. I thought it was gone, but it's because I read it earlier. Jonathan R. Got you. Spot 6. New England's gone, John. Sorry, a bunch of New England claimers today. Chargers are spot 7 for Brad. Spot 8 is Dave. Spot 9 is Steelers with a random up. Spot 10, Tampa Bay for Bill. Number 11 is Minnesota for Shannon. Baltimore's gone, Greg, sorry. Cowboys are gone as well. Chargers are gone. Las Vegas is spot 12, I believe. Rob's got a random up too. That's the 4th random. So if anyone does not make it in, there's a few randoms available. That's 12 claims with 12 going there. Las Vegas. Steelers are gone. Indy is there. Spot 13 for Brad. 13, Indy, Brad. 14, Carolina for Brian. 15, Washington for David. Washington, Tennessee is spot 16 for David H. That closes us. Besides 4 randoms. Every team claim after that, you're just a little behind, guys. I won't read them to rub it in. So, let's see here. Random up, random up. Pats, Dallas, Steelers. And then the 4th was Rob with Philly. Okay, Dave's going to buy 2 randoms. I think that's our first claim randoms. Elliot's going to buy a random right here. And then buy a random is Dustin. And then David trying to buy a random, John trying to buy a random, just barely behind, guys. If anybody else offers it up here, you guys are the next 2 in line. I'm going to grab a drink really fast just in case someone wants to put one else up. It'll take me 10 seconds. Someone is at my house. There's extra feet walking around. Extra feet. Okay, last call. David H. and John K. are looking for randoms. If anyone else is going to sell any, if not, no problem. I'm going to look at this dang camera. See who's stomping around my house. Nobody. That is my kids walking like freaking Andre the Giant. Holy cow. Okay. I don't see anyone else offering them up, so let's get rolling on this. Let's go to ram.org. What the freak did I do? Oh, that's when I tried to go backwards, and it wouldn't let me go backwards. Refresh it to there. Tab, I shared it. There it goes. Okay, 16 teams here. We're going to run it. Have a good B-day. Whose birthday? My wife's birthday? Is that what you're talking about? Or did I have another birthday I was at? My wife had a great birthday. Yeah, she really enjoyed it. We had family over last weekend, and then, I mean, her actual birthday was the first day of school. She was there for a week, but she's teaching for the first time on her birthday. It always happens that way. But her students this year, she teaches 9th grade, and they're not little crapheads yet, so she's enjoying it. They're 7. She teaches PE and yoga, and she's the, isn't that awesome? I don't know if you get paid to do that. And she's the coach as well, so it's busy, but it's a pretty awesome gig. Yeah, it was a great day. Yeah, we go back earlier. The thermostat, because I feel like I'm losing weight and sweat. Something happened. We go back Wednesday mass. Yeah, that's, my kids have been back for a week and a day, So they'll be back 10 days earlier than where you're at. Oh, it says that it's 71 in here. That's not hot. Why am I so hot? Sound like Seth Rogen from Jimmy's brother? Yeah. Okay. Teams on the rack. I've got Jason with New England, Dallas. David L., you bought Giants in Atlanta. Rob, you had Philly. You sold Dustin, Denver. Bill S., you have Kansas City and Cincy. Bill B., you have Buffalo, San Francisco. Jonathan R., you have Baltimore, Green Bay. Brad, Chargers in Seattle. David L., Chicago and the Jets. Obi, you have Pittsburgh. You sold Elliott, Cleveland. Bill, Tampa and New Orleans. Shannon, you have Minnesota and Arizona. Jonathan R., Las Vegas and the Rams. Brad, Indy and Houston. Brian, Carolina, Jacksonville. David L., Washington, Miami. David H., Tennessee, Detroit. We are down to, did I already minus the box? I did because it was 12, even though I tried to sabotage that without trying. Let's go here. My brother flew in all the way from Scottsdale, Arizona. 7 times to get our box number. Jonathan's looking for box 8, but that was roll 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and... Oh, I did it again! I did it 8 times! What was on 7? Am I struggling? Holy cow, Al. I'm going to go watch the replay. You guys can look at it too, but I didn't see it this time. Oh my gosh. 2 times in the same night I pull that crap. 3 and 5. You guys are giving me different numbers. Hold on. Man, I am on one today. 55553. You're good, John. I'm the one that's causing the problems. I cannot believe that. Why is 8 in my head? I mean, I know why it's in my head, but I'm the one that said he's looking for box 8. Okay, I'm watching. 3, 4, 5, 6. Box 5 it is. You guys are right. Okay. I give up. Apparently I can't handle it tonight. Sorry about that, guys. I really am. Box 5 was the one the round before. If I try to go back, it's just going to say that I did something wrong, which obviously I did. So that's my bad again. Box 5. 8 is the new 7. Apparently, twice in 1 8. Box 8 in my eyes. Who was on top on number 8? Man, I'm losing my mind. Box 5. Don't even say the number 8 again, or I'm going to be completely screwed over. Good grief, Alex. See what happens when we break on Friday instead of Saturday? My brain gets to relax for one more extra day, and then I forget everything I'm supposed to do. Okay, reminder, we are doing our 2-box licensed jersey after this. Pick one, random 2. There are 64 names. I'm reading slow so I don't screw something up, or I'm talking slow, I should say. And we'll find 2 fun licensed jerseys from that series. That's next. Has anyone ever seen Our Idiot Brother with Paul Rudd? One of my favorite shows. I don't know why I think it's so funny, but I do. But I like it when he goes to the parole officer. He goes, "I'm your parole officer. What's your name?" He's like, "Why are you talking like that?" Like, I'm assuming you're an idiot since he sold you know what to a clothed police officer. Can you jersey up for screenshot percent? Yeah, I can put it up. I thought you were asking me to put a jersey on there for a second, John. I will not do a fashion show. I'm not built for that. Here they all are. Here's all the claims tonight. Here are all the options. Anyone ever seen that show? Our Idiot Brother? No? Just me? No problem. I usually do that and I forgot. Yeah, Paul Rudd. That movie's awesome. Willie Nelson. Of course, Eric, I'm just trying to get you to. I know you got me on mute. Of course, Eric's seen it. His 3 hot sisters. That show is hilarious, though. Paul Rudd plays so many roles perfectly. Okay. Of course, I've seen it, though. Good luck, all. I don't know why I'm going slow tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I'm struggling for some reason. Here we go. Ooh. I like the Wanderlust is really good, too. That show is extremely good. 3, 2, 1. Can't really see it there, but that's an STS 2.0. STS 2.0 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Man, every time we pull Kansas City, I get a little stressed out because I just never know. I'm missing an earpiece. Oh no, it's back here. So I can address you by name. Who had Kansas City? Spot 4, Bill S. I'm going to leave your earpiece here. It's there, but you got 2. Yeah, I always freak out about that. We pulled a few Trent McDuffies. I can see this being Trent McDuffie, but you always think of a big name. We've also, here we go, 3, 2, 1. We've also pulled this guy before an authentic. I can't remember who won it. For just a half second, I always hope. Could it be? Is it him? This guy just got suspended for 3 games, 4 games for that crash. I just saw the video today of him trying to split those cars. It wasn't even close. Fantastic football player, but in a little bit of trouble. That is Rashee Rice. That's our second Rashee Rice we pulled. One was from a few series ago. I think it was on a classic authentic. That one also made me think that it was Patty Mahomes, or I hoped it was. But it's a nice STS 2.0. You don't see a ton of these at all. So I dig that helmet. Rashee Rice, red ink, STS 2.0 for the Kansas City Chiefs, Ranky certified. Beautiful hit. Nice hit, Bill. A little bit of a roll there. Well, let's do our jerseys. There it is. I'll get the screen up fast so you can see the claims. Wrap from Radke in a while. Hitting Rashee Rice. I've got a feeling that we've got some fun names hiding out with the last 4 boxes. I sure hope so. Okay. Let's see where we're at here. I'm going to top chat it, and then I'm going to live chat it. Okay, spot 1, I've got Gronk for Greg. Greg, you whipping that team into shape? You need me to come out and do a motivational? I can do it. Make you look good at least. Bill S., Josh Allen, Bergeron for Larry. Ovi. Reminder, you guys can put randoms up like Jason does. If anyone wants to claim them, they're $10 a spot. If they don't sell, if those that we're trying to sell, you can try to sell the players that you end up getting. Instead of sitting here trying to sell them the whole time, we'll just move on and see if they can sell either way. Spot 5 is Burrow for Bill S. Spot 6 is Caleb. You got the quarterbacks covered there on those 3. There's more quarterbacks. There's like 6, 7 more. Bill S. Caleb. Chipper, spot 7 for Jake. Ant, spot 8 for Zach. Marino, spot 9 for Mark. Bird, spot 10. That's halfway through right there for Greg. Schmidt, spot 11 for Rob. Acuna, spot 12 at the bottom there for Jake. Josh Allen is gone. John, sorry. Yelich is there. Spot 13. For Bill. Ovi's gone too, John. Sorry. Spot 14 is Ewing. For Carlos. Gotcha. Let me scroll down now. Big Matt Foley-out. Exactly. I could whip that team into shape. Well, like I said, I would at least make them be like, oh, we like you, Coach Greg, not this guy. And that's not because I would intimidate them. I'd be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Markstrom. I'd like to think I know a few things, but not as much as you. Brian W. for Markstrom. 16. Matt Foley. 16 is Bradshaw. Shannon. Gotcha. 17 is Fisk. We're getting close here. We might be closed. 17 is Fisk for Larry. 18 is Ray Lewis for Greg. 19 is Ellie De La Cruz for Charlie. Randoms up. If anyone wants to claim randoms, you're totally fine too. And Shannon closing us with Jefferson. John, you just keep getting bullied. Barely missed on that. There are some randoms available now, or you can wait to see who puts stuff up if you want to look for specific sports or players. But I believe that closes us. Let's make sure I didn't overbook us really quick here. $20 is correct. So we're closed on JJ. Shaq will end up being a random or a solo. I don't see anybody grabbing randoms. There were 1, 2, 3, 4 randoms available for $10 a piece if you want to buy them sight unseen, or you can see everyone that offers up stuff for trade or sell. Both work great. If you do buy a random unseen, they'll go in order. Jason first, and then Rob. I don't see anyone snagging them. Zach says he'll offer to buy Stockton from wherever we get Stockton. Reminder, we will have 4 solos available here. The last 4 names will be available for $10 a piece. You just have to be the first to claim them in the chat, one name at a time, please. On the 7th row, I'll read them off for you when we get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, not 8. Bettis, Yager, Dantley, Billups are our 4 solos. Okay, I've got Nick with Yager. James just barely behind on Yager. Bettis going to Greg. Eric just barely behind on Bettis as well. Dantley and Chauncey Billups are our other 2 solos left for $10. Willing to buy Ripken, Cap, or Gunner. Stockton are the ones that you guys are looking for. Ripken. Let me see if I can find them really quick so I can read those first. And then, actually, I'm going to read all the names, and then we'll look at while I see those on the way down. I'll buy Rice from Rob. Rob, if you want to sell Rice, let him know. I'm going to trade Jamar Chase for NBA, okay? Ripken, Cap, Gunner, and Stockton. Greg, you've got Gronkowski, Wilson, and Kirill Kaprizov. Bill, you have Josh Allen, Jalen Williams, Tua. Larry V, Bergeron, Rempe, and Murray. Jason T, you have Ovechkin, Klay Thompson, Malik Neighbors. Bill S, you have Joe Burrow, Goldschmidt, Stockton. There's who has Stockton, Zach. Caleb Williams, Kirby Doc, and Anthony Richardson as well for you, Bill. My voice, I'm starting to slur my speech. Jake, Chipper Jones, Clayton Keller, Owen Tippett, Zach B, Anthony Edwards, C. Lamb, Jonathan Quick, Mark, you have Marino, O'Neill, and Kincaid. Greg, Larry Bird, Gunnar Henderson, if you want to sell Gunnar to James, and Ilya Sorokin. Rob, you have Schmidt, Jim Rice, and Jerry Rice. I'm assuming he meant Jerry Rice. He did say, right, Jerry Rice. Okay. Jake, Acuna, Caruso, and Cal Ripken. Jake, if you want to sell Ripken, James is willing to buy. Bill S., you have Yelich, Hyman, and Newton. Carlos, you have Ewing, Rasheed Wallace, and Jamar Chase. He's willing to trade Jamar Chase for an NBA player that he likes. Brian, you have Markstrom, Hull, and Connor. That's a $3 off spot, Brian. I'll read all your comments in a second. There's a lot. Shannon, Bradshaw, Miko Rantanen, and Jonathan Taylor. Larry V., you have Fisk, Bure, and Chubb. Greg, you have Lewis, Altuve, and Taves. Charlie, you have De La Cruz, Crosby, and Tomlinson. And Shannon, you have Jefferson, Ware, and Jack Hughes. Phillips still available. Dantley still available. Nick, you have Yager, and Greg, you have Bettis. Okay, let's see what's up. Win trade. I'll buy Rice from Rob. Rob, do you want to sell Jerry Rice to Carlos? Ripken, Cap, or Gunner? Gunner was the one I missed. Who had Gunner? Henderson. Gunner went to Greg. Greg also had someone else, I thought. Oh, maybe it was Rob. No, who was it? Hold Jerry, sell Jim. Okay. Gunner, Ripken, or Cap? Cap. You're talking about Kaprizov. And then Ripken went to Jake. So Jake, Greg, and Greg. Kaprizov, Gunner, and Ripken if you want to sell. I'll keep Gunner, okay? I'm assuming you're keeping Kaprizov too. Let us know if you're not. He's also looking to buy them. I'll buy Rice from Rob Chase for Thompson. Yes, I'm down. Sold. Okay, so it was Rob Chase trade and Clay Thompson trade. Okay. Neighbors for sale. Jay Rice is by Neighbors, says Dustin. Okay. Perfect. Sold. Rempe, Murray, Bure for sale. Eric says he'll buy Bure. Rempe. Where are you at, Larry? Right here. Eric K's buying Bure. Hold Jerry, sold Eric. Thank you. I'll keep Gunner. Buy Murray. Jamal Murray going to Dustin. Sold Dustin. Keep Krill. Trade Jim Rice for Cal. Jim Rice for Cal Ripken. That is Jake. Jake, if you want to sell Ripken, James will buy. If you want to trade for Jim Rice, Rob is offering. Rempe is also for sale. Okay, I'll give it a second here, guys. Chauncey Billups, Adrian Dantley still available. Don't disrespect my Jazz guys. And Billups, man, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, Tayshaun Prince. That team was fun, man. The first Billups items I've seen, too, in years. I guess if it's cool for me, it doesn't mean it's cool for anything else. Any Carson Wentz Vikings autos? I saw they signed him today. I've always liked his auto. I like that he puts 801 on it. Something different. I keep hitting this ding camera. Okay. Who was it? It was Jake. Last, I'll say, just in case you're listening now, if you want to sell Cal Ripken, let us know, or if you want to trade Ripken for Jim Rice. Okay, I'm going to close this. If anyone wants to claim Chauncey or Dantley, you still can. I'm just going to run the boxes. Let's close. Matt Rempe's still up for sale as well. Rangers, Adidas for $10. I think that might be all of them. The rest were claimed, I believe. Okay, 2-boxer. We will attempt a 2-box full size after this, like we always do. If it doesn't fill, we'll move on. If it does, we'll run it. Okay, 2 numbers. 1, 2. Good old. So where's Carson Wentz been? Philly, Indy. Where was he after Indy? 17 is the number here. Minnesota. Where did he just come from? Where did Carson Wentz? He's probably been in a few teams that I'm not thinking of. Philly, Indy. I can't think of where he's been. The Chiefs, that's right, and Rams. Wow, I didn't know he was with the Chiefs. I mean, it didn't do much, but I totally forgot about that. Poor Wentz. 17. Next number is 23. Michael Jordan number 23, not the LeBron James number. I like LeBron James. One of my best friends and I always argue about LeBron James and Michael Jordan. I don't care what you say. MJ is the GOAT. Not much you can say. The Pickett meme may have started, yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Son played baseball. That's right. I remember that. And he was at your college that you like, the Bison too. So that was fun. So he probably played with them. That's really cool. Okay, I got those guys. 17-23. I've not really spaced this out well today. High school and college, that's really cool. Not leaving much room here. Okay, some fun stuff tonight. Let's see if we can keep it going with the jerseys. We will try a 2-box pick one random one next to end the night. If it fizzles and doesn't fill, we'll call the night. We'll be back on Wednesday. I still need to figure out what we're replacing the basketball jersey with. It might be limited edition hockey card or limited edition basketball card. Not the signed slab, but like the limited like we were doing with football. So we will see, or something totally different. Maybe we'll do a helmet for one day. 4 QBs in the NFL right now, all backups. I know. Wentz. I'm trying to think who else was there. Our receiver was supposed to be our number 1. I think he's still good, but Watson, but he's not leading like the receiver 1 he should be. Okay, 17-23. Let's roll. Who with the R2? Stick. I didn't realize Easton Stick was North Dakota State. He got drafted by the Chargers, and then there was a ton of like rookie cards for his that were selling for a ton of money, and now they're almost worthless. Who's the last one? Who's the 4th? Lance, Wentz, Stick, Cam Miller. Jeez Louise. Yeah, Lance, he looked good in the preseason game that I watched him in, but that's against non-starters, so I can't tell who this is. Here we go. 17. 3, 2, 1. Now I can. It fell into the place there. We're going to another quarterback here. That hurts or helps you. You still got a shot. That hurts you. That doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't help you. Oh, but you got Rashee Rice was AFC West. So I forgot to mark that one, but this is AFC South. 4422. I think. Go Herd. We've got a Florida Gator here. Anthony Richardson. I believe that's our second Richardson. The first one was at the very start of this series. We're almost 400 jerseys in. Anthony Richardson hitting on this one. See if he can stay uninjured more than a couple games. I'm a big Christian Watson fan. I wish he would just put together a full season. Doesn't help when the Packers have 5 wide receiver too, though. So Colts, Nike, Richardson. There's the Go Gators. I was down in enemy territory today, helping my niece move into college down at BYU. I should have worn my Utah shirt today. He does get hurt. Grabbing a glass of water. Daniel Jones backup. Daniel Jones isn't starting for the Colts. Who had Anthony Richardson? Richardson. There he is. Final random on the Caleb Williams claim. So claim a quarterback, get a quarterback. Bill S. It is your night, Bill. They announced Daniel Jones as the starter over Anthony Richardson. Is it because of injury? I need to start paying attention to these little no. I get it, guys. Because Richardson sucks? I don't think he sucks. I think he's a little bit less of a true quarterback, but haven't we seen enough of Daniel Jones to know that he's not the answer? I haven't done my draft yet. I'm the commissioner, and I always wait until like 4 days before the draft so we avoid all that stuff. We're doing it on Sunday. Richardson, congrats, Bill. I will not give that to you. I do not think that Daniel Jones is better than Anthony Richardson. But obviously the Colts organization. Jeez Louise. How did I miss that? Okay, box 23. An old number from the shelf on there. Richardson lost to Joe Milton in New England last year. That's true. Jones is 10 times better. I like Daniel Jones. I always thought the hate for him was bad, but I don't think I should probably stop while I'm behind. I don't think I'm ahead on this one, but I feel like Anthony Richardson has way more upside than Daniel Jones, but the organization didn't pick him. They know more than me. Oh, brother. You guys all think Richardson's worse. All right, you guys must be right. Wait till Jones takes them 0-4. Here we go. Second box. I can't tell. I can see a slight color in there. I know who that is. I'll bet you on that 9-4. You think that Indy goes 9-4? Is that what you're saying? Oh, on the 0-4? I need to look at their schedule. I just don't. We know who this is. I don't have faith in Daniel Jones. Jeez, I didn't know I was talking to like the Richardson hater club in here. All you guys. Jeez Louise. Something I'm missing, apparently. Great hit here. I know we talked about him. I forget who has him. Cal Ripken Jr. He's been claimed. He's been claimed as solo. He's been traded. He's been bought. He's been left to the side. And now he's been hit. Yeah, I get that, Eric. I don't know that that's his consensus of an answer as you guys are all making it seem. Is there not a single person in here that would rather give Anthony Richardson a chance over Daniel Jones? Am I the only one that thinks there's more upside to Anthony Richardson? I'll take the loss. I think I've already lost. That's fine. And if you already said he sucks, I already know. Bill's a little biased, and that's fine. Cal Ripken going to. We're talking trading, buying him. Jake. No, thank you. I watched multiple Gator games where he lost it for us. My official LSU on. Yeah. It might be that, Eric. And maybe that's why I think he's got more upside because he's more of an athlete. I don't know. I'm not saying that Richardson is that great. I just don't know that Jones is that much better. Okay, 2-boxer now to finish the night. Big Al's full size 2-box. I'm making you go late. I'm sorry, guys. I random runs, ran too much. I talked too much. Taking the loss on the Richardson versus Daniel Jones stuff. I'll tell you this. I would not be excited for my season if Daniel Jones was walking out the opening day. And I don't hate Daniel Jones. I'm always a fan of the big drafted QBs, first rounder, whatever, panning out. But I don't know, maybe it was New York that did him wrong, but he is more of a true quarterback, and I like true quarterbacks, but I don't know. Jamarcus Russell was an athlete. That's different. Maybe it's not. Okay, let's top chat, live chat it. I need to do more polls on the page. You guys could teach me a thing or two. Okay, Pittsburgh is the first one. Yeah, nice hit. You did step away. You did have him, Jake. Nice hit. Pittsburgh with a random up. Tampa Bay going to Bill B. Kansas City going to Greg. Kansas City late on those ones, guys. Pittsburgh late as well. Bill, sorry. Detroit is spot 4. I just saw it, Greg. New England, spot 5 for John. Number 6 is Dallas with a random up for Jonathan. Baltimore is number 7 for Bill S. Tampa Bay is gone. Destin, Arizona is there. Spot 8 for, hiccup for Shannon. Denver is spot 9 for Greg. Spot 10 is Philly for Rob. Spot 11, Denver is gone, but the Rams are there, Dustin. Minnesota. Man, you guys ate me alive on that one. Minnesota, Zach. I get in trouble with my dad and my brother because they say that I've been too comfortable as a Packers fan because I don't pay attention during the offseason like it's as important. But it's not really a valid argument anymore. We haven't won a Super Bowl in 14 years, however many years it's been. Indy, I saw, was for Greg. San Francisco still there, spot 14 for Zach. Random is up for Rob. Spot 14. Random up for John. That's another random. If they sell, great guys, I'll try to help you get people to claim here. Maybe if anyone missed, jump in, but sometimes they don't all sell. 4th. Green Bay is spot 15, right, for Bill. Buy 2 randoms. There goes 1 and 2, Nick and Jonathan. Miami, the random up is spot 16. Is he like top 5 pitcher right now, Eric? I watched a game. I don't watch baseball. You guys know that's not my thing, and that could be an excuse, whatever. I'm not educated with baseball. But I watched a game there, and they're talking about him like he was a big deal. Yeah, when I start spewing nonsense, it can distract anyone, apparently. He won the Cy Young last year and is near top again this year. Okay. Okay, we've got 1 random, 2 randoms, 3 randoms available still. We're full on Rob with Miami. The rest are going to be randoms, but there's still a few left to claim. I need to get into baseball. I just have not done it. Three more randoms up, $20 a piece if anybody wants to jump in. Rob's got one, John's got one, Rob's got another one. But no, I need to. I've not. He gave it to me. I need to start reading it. I was going to do this last weekend. I literally had it set out, and then I got roped into helping the in-laws move on Sunday. Sunday's about my only day where I can sit down and do nothing, and that didn't happen. So I need to, though. Have you read that book, Nick? I'm excited to watch it or to read it. I just need to find time. No. Skeen may be a generational talent. Yeah, I know he's good. I just didn't know Skubal was. Obviously, if you won the Cy Young last year, that's a good place to start. Shannon's taking Rob's first one. John's got one more. Rob's got one more. That closes us. I'll give him another 30 seconds here if anyone wants to take a half spot. This is the last break of the night as well. Apologies for the little bit lengthy. What the freak? Is this a real account, Tim? When he gets traded to the Yankees. I can't stand that about baseball. That's my unlimited cap space or whatever they call it. Stacking those teams. Okay, I don't see anyone else jumping in for the last 2 spots. You guys can see who you get and try to sell as well. That's always an option. Okay, 7 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, I don't know if I'm going to make it tonight getting all this done tonight. I'm already dogging it, but I got a meeting in the morning. I don't have a choice. All right. Chargers through Chicago. Okay, final one of the night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. John, if you want to sell your random, it's Tennessee, Rob, Chicago. You guys can sell if you want to still. Just has a name attached to him now. Nick, you've got Pittsburgh. Brian, you've got the Chargers. Bill B, Tampa Bay, and Vegas. Greg, you've got Kansas City, Detroit, Carolina, Cleveland. John, you have New England and Tennessee. John K. Jonathan R., you have Dallas. Brian, you bought the random, which is the Jets. Bill S., you have Baltimore and Cincy. Shannon, Arizona, Jacksonville. Greg, Denver, Seattle. Rob, you have Philadelphia. Shannon, you have the random, which is New Orleans. Dustin, Rams and Buffalo. Zach, Minnesota, New York Giants. Greg, Indy and Atlanta. Zach, San Francisco, Washington. Bill S., Green Bay, Houston. Rob, Miami, Chicago. Chicago is for sale. John, if you want to sell Tennessee, David will buy. David's in the market to buy the Titans, and you're saying they're up for sale. Okay, so Dave's buying your Titan spot, John. And then the Bears are up for sale as well for 20 if anyone wants to grab them from Rob. And you're going to buy Chicago too? Okay. So Dave and John, you guys sell them to David H. Okay, we are good. Let's. Holy moly, Al. I don't think I've had dinner yet today either. A bad combo. I'm up to a bad start of the night. Shannon has the Saints for sale. If anybody's interested in New Orleans for 20. Yeah. Or trade. Saints for sell or trade from Shannon. 2 numbers here. 1, 2. I need to start watching baseball just so I don't look like a moron when I'm talking about baseball stuff. 75. I don't know how you watch 160 games, though. And how can your team can lose 8 straight and just be perfectly fine still? I don't know about that. 75. Obviously, it's America's pastime and everyone loves it, so I need to figure it out, but still. 156. Let's see if I might get into their room, guys. 75 and 156. Apologies for the yawns. I don't know why it's all catching up to me, man. Long couple days. Make room, make room. You balance it by not watching basketball. I'll tell you what, basketball is slowly, but I replaced basketball with hockey. I still watch basketball, but not as much. Used to love watching basketball, and I just don't as much anymore. I still enjoy it. Football's top. I really enjoy getting into hockey, which is weird for me, but I watch a lot of golf as well. Okay. Makes sense. No, I've always said it would be fun if I was a big baseball fan because then I'd have all those games to watch. You know, football, the Packers lose week 1, and I'm already saying the year's over. I'm freaking out. You know, same with the Utes. You just can't. I mean, even more so with the Utes. But so it'd be nice to not be as stressed with each individual game. But I need to get into it. I need to find a way. If we had a team move here, which they talked about, that would definitely help. That's what happened with hockey. The Smiths want to bring an MLB team here. I don't know if that'll happen. Okay. 75. 156. Check. I blame my dad. He didn't tell me to watch baseball growing up, or hockey. We watched football, and a lot of it. I really like this helmet. The label matches the helmet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a Rave, the first rave of the night. With a receipt in there, we don't need that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers rave. Last team, that's right. There's the last team. So I thought maybe we just hit 2 Saints, but no, we hit both the last teams. It still rings true. Crazy. 0 points. Tampa Bay hitting their first helmet of the series. And there they are. Everyone's been chasing Tampa Bay. Who got them? Bill B had the Bucks. He says it's about name time. It is. Tampa has some of the funnest helmets. It's a shame that they were the last team standing. Congrats, Bill. Nice hit. We got a rave here. Beautiful helmet. 3, 2, 1. A-Train, Mike Allstott. My first hit for the series since they waited till last. Jeez Louise. This is your first hit, Bill? Sorry if it is. We're a little over halfway. Such a nice helmet, though. Got this one in my PC as well. I don't know that mine has the A-Train inscription, though. I think mine's just a signature. Mike Allstott, A-Train, Buccaneers, rave, Beckett certified. Been chasing the Bucks. Yeah, I knew that. I just didn't know if it was from the start. Crazy. Well, about time you hit then, huh? About time the Bucks hit. We have hit all 32 teams. We thought there was a chance we were going to break the record. We weren't even close. We're probably 20 helmets off, 15 helmets off from breaking the record, somewhere around there. Nice hit, Bill B. Bucks. Mike Allstott rave. Beautiful rave helmet there. Okay, 156. Series 34. 0 Wonka. Thank you. Let me rest on the... That was helmet 86. So 30 helmets off. Woo! We're flying. I didn't even realize we're about 3/4 the way through then. Don't tell me that. I'm not ready to build a new series. Although I have a ton of fun helmets coming. They've already come in the last week or two. I'm ready for it, inventory-wise. Back's not ready for it. Okay, final helmet of the night. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for joining. Don't tell me. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You cannot make this stuff up. Chargers, STS. That's your division. I stopped keeping track. Did you guys get it close? Oh, we got an extra earpiece. Thank goodness. One stuck to the bottom of the box. I'll use this for a future element. But there's one stuck there. One fell out. One already in there. One here. Good grief. 0 Wonka. Who had the Chargers? Whoever it is, I'm keeping this third earpiece. Thanks in advance. Chargers, Brian W. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was stupid. I ripped off the sticky part. I'll put some tape on it for the next one. 3, 2, 1. What are the odds, man? I know we didn't hit the Eagles in my series, so I guess it could have been worse. I don't know that I have him on the Eagles. I doubt I would put him in 3 times. So he's in there twice. Both hitting on the same night. That is unreal. 2 Sproles coming out. You probably won't see him for another 4 or 5 months in my series. That's insane. One thing I try to do is not overload one player on you guys like other places do. Sproles, and Sproles. Did he play anywhere else besides the Eagles, Saints, and Chargers? Brian, nice hit there. You got Darren Sproles on the Chargers STS. Imagine if someone had Sproles and missed in Fire Factory. No joke. That's all of them? Okay, well, we did it. 2 of them from me, 1 of them from from Racky. Well, some fun hits tonight, guys. I don't think you won I stopped keeping track. Let me make sure. Anthony Richardson, I don't think I filled that one out. It makes it 5. Cal Ripken doesn't count. NFC South made it go up to 5. AFC West, I think you lost by 2. 5-5-3-2 is maybe what I'm getting here. 15 things. That sounds like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think maybe I already added in Anthony Richardson. So 5-4-3-2. I think you lost by 2. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Third-party stuff first. We had a nice Terry Bradshaw Funko. I love that item. That's really cool. Our licensed jerseys today were Mark Scheifele. Ended up being a community hit tonight. Boone Jenner as well. Columbus Blue Jackets. Our signed card was Tim Hardaway. I like that one as well. Helmets that were not for me were Rashee Rice STS 2.0 and a Darren Sproles Lunar Authentic for Philly. I'm anxious to see what in those last 4 boxes. We'll look at 2 of them on Wednesday. Travion Henderson also from Gold Rush on the Flash going to the Pat spot. The rest were Big Owls full sizes and jerseys. The jerseys were Anthony Richardson and Cal Ripken Jr. Yes, Nick, for sure. And the helmets tonight were Darren Sproles Chargers, Darren Sproles Saints, Sean Alexander, Doug Williams, Mike Brown, Travis Etienne, Mike Allstott, and then a couple fun ones. I mean, most of those were fun too. But Drew Brees, Dan Marino, a couple quarterbacks sitting tonight. Several items there I'd love to have in the PC, some that I already do have. I think that's everything. Appreciate you hanging out with me tonight, guys. Congrats to those that hit. Some of you guys had a great night. Some of you didn't. Root for the opposite or the same on Wednesday. I'll let you know what the starters are going to be tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.